Here's my setup. It is a Futaba 2.4 receiver on a SmartFly system, so I can run it regulated to the receiver and straight power to the servos. I'm running two cell lipos straight to the 7950 servos. I used to have the rudder servo here on a pull-pull system, but because of the flutter that I was getting, I moved it to a hard linkage because the elevator and the ailerons are like that and they are all rock solid. So what I did was move the rudder servo from there to the back here, which everything is good, but when I hook up the rudder, which I've got, you can see is on just a hard linkage, it's free, easy to move, and it's okay right there for a second, but as soon as I move anything or do anything, it develops this flutter. And it stays going until I get a load on it, and then most of the time it will stop. And sometimes, right now it's actually not as bad as I've seen, sometimes it's worse, but it seemed to be the same either on the pull-pull system or this direct linkage, and then you disconnect it and it stays solid. And I can push on this and it will take the load. If I move it back and forth, I can get just a little bit of wobble, but nothing like when it's hooked up. So I'm trying to figure out if it's a servo problem or a linkage problem. I'm going to, right now, take one of the servos out of the elevator that holds great and put it in the rudder, and I'll be right back. So here it is with another servo there. Let me turn it on real quick. Same deal. It's not as bad. And it seems to hold better if I put some load on it. But still, if you touch it at all, then it goes off. If you move it at all, and you can see it does it not only at center, it's all over the place. So even with the servo that was holding well, it still does it there. I don't know, that's why I'm trying to figure out if it's a servo issue or a setup issue, but linkage is the same as on all the other surfaces, so I'm trying to figure it out. And here, something that I had thought of is maybe because of the load that's on the other surfaces that it holds it still. So here it is turned sideways before I start it. And it's all the same. It is with the servo for the rudder regulated. Here it is on a standard 5-cell NiCad battery. Still does it, just slower. A lot of the forums I was reading online talk about a voltage signal booster. So here is one made by Spectrum, and here it is on that.